What's up, guys? Welcome to episode 2 of Kitchen Table Talk. Get all your sports news in one fell swoop. There's a lot more today, so I will just get right into it. First, we'll start with baseball because I'm always going to be holding a baseball. ONeil Cruz, the highly touted prospect for the Pittsburgh Pirates, made his debut last night, and all I can say is this kid is going to be a problem, and I am very, very happy that the Pirates waited until the Braves played the Pirates already, so we didn't have to deal with this kid. Electrifying debut, 2 hits, 4 RBIs, and a missile 96-mile-an-hour throw from shortstop to first base. Good luck to whoever is playing first base for the Pirates, because you're probably going to get some extra bruises from that kid. Also, ONeil Cruz, another youngster for the Pirates, was called up. I don't know if I said that name right, but he had a stat sheet stuffing night himself. 3 for 4. The infusion of youth for the Pirates might be kind of working. They might have finally finding a core that they can work with. I know they've still got to work with finding the correct pitching and whatnot, but ONeil Cruz and Madriz made a fabulous first impression, so really good on them for finally pulling the trigger and allowing these guys to showcase their talents. And I know one game doesn't make a career, but it certainly gave a big-time jolt of hope for the Bucco fans out there. So that is really good there. Other MLB, the Yankees are a complete juggernaut. 50 wins in their first 67 games. I don't see them losing a lot unless the injury bug bites them. Pitching, Garrett Cole flirted with a no-hitter against Tampa last night. Nestor Cortez is amazing. Jameson Taillon has found what he was with the Pirates to start. It's just phenomenal what they've been able to do, blasting all the homers, every homer, and their bullpen is lights out. So we will see what that means as we go on, because we still got a lot of the season, but the Yankees are a juggernaut. The Tampa Bay Rays are fighting for likely a wild card, and unfortunately they lost Manuel Margot to a scary injury. He was carted off after colliding with the wall last night in the Yankee game. I think that was the play that ended up in the Aaron Hicks triple. I'm not sure. No update on Manuel Margot, but the injury bug has certainly bit the Tampa Bay Rays. They've used the IL more than any other team, 22, and yet they're still 5 games over 500, just as they always are. Yeah, they fight no matter what, and they're random players that are amazing in Tampa Bay Rays uniforms, so you got to give them credit there. Trayce Thompson is back with the Dodgers. They were looking for a replacement for all-star superstar Mookie Betts, who is currently on the IL with cracked ribs. Trayce Thompson was in the Tigers AAA. He blasted 17 homers, so that should help. Trayce Thompson got his start with the Dodgers and then kind of bounced around a bit. Back in Dodger Blue, the brother of Klay Thompson. So that is pretty much your big MLB news for the day. Next, we'll go to NFL. Deshaun Watson settled 20 of 24 of the lawsuits. So make of that what you will. But there's still 4 outstanding lawsuits stemming from his misconduct. So we'll see how it plays out. The suspension still has not been handed down from the NFL. I would suspect 6 to 8 at the very least. but that's all I'll say about that. Rob Gronkowski has finally hung up the cleats. Tampa Bay Buck and New England Great has finally, hopefully, hung up the cleats, but obviously it's only June, and it took Tom Brady about 40 days to say, I'm bored, I want to come back. So we'll see about Rob Gronkowski. Although he said he wanted to sail the seas, he's one of the best tight ends I've ever seen. So congratulations on a great career. I'm really glad none of us have to deal with you anymore because you are a super, super pest. So go enjoy those Subway commercials, those party boats, and all this stuff because you very much deserve that. So Rob Gronkowski hangs him up after a legendary NFL career. Larry Ogunjobi, a defensive tackle from my alma mater, Charlotte 49ers, signed a one-year deal with the Pittsburgh Steelers. The terms were not disclosed, but he is making his trek through the NFC North. I believe the only NFC North team he hasn't played for yet is the Baltimore Ravens, but he is a very, very nice depth piece for any defense. So congratulations to him on getting a new deal. So now we can go to golf. The Live Tour added 2 premier golfers again. Brooks Koepka, which is not a surprise at all, and makes his little outburst about why are you still talking about this at the U.S. Open. Kind of makes it clear. So Brooks Koepka and his best friend Bryson DeChambeau will be on the tour together. So maybe that'll create some feuds or some more entertainment. I don't personally love the Live Tour and what it is because I think it's just money, shotgun golf, and no cut, no competition really. Not even with yourself. It kind of just turns me off. But I understand it for the older golfers and basically what John Rahm said, a retirement plan type thing. So I'm not mad at him, but I just don't like what it stands for, and because I'm the ultimate competitor, so I'll just leave it at that. Abraham Ancer also has decided to go to the Live Tour as well. He was just starting to pop up a little more on PGA Tour leaderboards, big time at the Mexico Open earlier this year. He had a playoff runner-up finish to Webb Simpson in the 2020 RBC Canadian Open, I believe. So it is what it is, and you got to do what's best for you, and that's what I'm going to leave it at. Sir Nick Faldo, the lead CBS golf announcer, has announced his plans to retire. He was in his last year of his deal with CBS. So congratulations to him on a fantastic career. He's been the voice of golf with Jim Nantz for years on years on years. I'm gonna miss hearing him, but I'm gonna enjoy his last year because he's one of the best to ever do it. Enjoy your family. Enjoy your retirement, Nick. Well deserved. And lastly, the NHL playoffs just got a little tighter. The Tampa Bay Lightning said, we are the champs, and you're not going to get rid of us that easy. Pummel the Avalanche 6-2. I expected them to come out with a lot more fight, and not being in the altitude of Colorado definitely helped. And getting back in front of their home fans. Hockey, home field advantage is one of the biggest ones to ever exist, I think, since I've started watching hockey. So good on them. So now it's a series. It's going to be interesting. I still think Avalanche in 5, as I said yesterday. Couple of NBA news real quick that I think I forgot. The John Wall has picked up his $47.4 million option to stay with the Rockets, but the reality is they're trying to find a trade partner, which I don't know who would take that contract or work out a buyout, which seems more likely. Wall has been dealing with Achilles injuries and things of that nature and hasn't played in nearly 2.5 years, I believe. And on the Hornets coaching front, Mike D'Antoni is back in the picture. And at this point, I want anybody to coach. And I think D'Antoni has a great pedigree. He's brought the Suns to finals. He doesn't have the greatest defensive track record, but hopefully we can combat that with a great defensive mind and great defensive pieces on the roster, but we'll see. And Gordon Hayward for Miles Turner, again, has been floated around. I think the Hornets have been associated with Miles Turner, the Pacers center, for about 5 or 6 years now. So maybe we'll finally get it done. But it would be nice salary relief, as Gordon Hayward is owed $30 million the next 2 seasons. And especially with the unknown of Miles Bridges and that core. I love Gordon Hayward, but he can never stay healthy, and that's not his fault. It's just the reality of it. And us being stuck with that contract gives major Nick Batum vibes. So that's where we are. NBA-wise, with the draft in 3 days, things are going to start heating up, obviously. And I will have all of the NBA free agency covered during these type of videos. And they're going to be longer when there's more things to talk about, but please like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps me out to know what you guys think. As always, go Braves. As always, Bud City, all flag, go Hornets. As always, keep pounding. All that stuff. Always do that. Love your sports. Happy Tuesday. And I hope you guys enjoy. That's all I got. Peace out.